What's up, Chaos Nation? Big Rob here, coming to you from the Valley of the Sun. Balmy 67 degrees. I'm telling you, summer's going to be here before you know it. It's going to be scorching hot. You can already sense it. Nonetheless, topic of discussion on my way to the gym is, anything in too much and excess isn't good for you. And it's really the truth. So let's just jump right into it. Now, no matter what it is, anything in excess of just, enjoying something and taking it to the extreme, has consequences. No matter what it is. If there's going to be a huge return, there's going to be, huge risk that's going to be associated with it. And it's just a part of life. No matter what your age is, no matter what you got going on, no matter how healthy you are, input too much caffeine, like some folks have recently, and you see what the repercussions are. And we don't know. Sometimes you're dehydrated, and you add that caffeine, constricts things and dehydrates you and gets you in a worse situation. Much like, anything. I mean, even taking juice, whatever it is, too much of something isn't good for you. And your body will let you know when you're in that position, and it will let you know and put you in a bad spot real quick. So it's important to understand your body and listen to it, and, be diligent and understand that, you might be young for a period of time, but it isn't always going to be that way. There was a time where I graduated Marine Corps boot camp. I was 175 pounds. Fly like the wind, man. And as time goes on, you add responsibility and life and kids and everything else that comes with it. And you find yourself in a different position. We all go through things in our life, and, it changes the outcome real quick. So, once you understand that and you get to a certain age in life and you're like, yeah, man, I, was once super invincible. Now's not the case, man. Time moves on and you realize, man, you put your body through some hell, and, you don't get a second one that I know of. What you do now is, gonna show itself in the future, man. So it's important to realize, you got this one vessel, you got to treat it the best you can. And when we're young, though, we don't really think of that. We think that we're just, like I said, indestructible, invincible. And, for a time, that's going to be the case. But Father Time, man, he is undefeated. He will let you know. A couple people commented about my shades, so I figured I'd break out a different pair. I've got so many that I can wear, but, I just have a few that are my favorite, and I just love them, right? It's like having that pair of socks or that favorite pair of underwear. So, once in a while I'll break out the Ray-Bans or just something different, but for the most part, I like what I like, and I wear, what I like. So, but Arsenal is pretty decent, so it's kind of like going to the range, right? You got your favorite little pistola, and, that's what you rock with. With me, it's kind of the same with sunglasses or hats, but, you got so many of them, you can just interchange them whenever you want. I just decide not to. But today, you know what? Felt like it. So, hope I made you happy there. Changed it up a little bit. So, kind of is what it is. And, so like I say, man, it's, getting back on topic is just know your body, know your limits. And, the things we used to do, we can't do. Certain things that we put in our body, putting us in a situation where we can't take on certain things. And the last thing you want to do is see people get hurt, get sick, and have lifelong issues. So just do yourself a favor, man. It's like, you look to the right, you look to the left. You want to be famous like them. You want to be important. And if it's not in your cards, it ain't going to happen. There's nothing you can do about it. Contrary to some belief where people think, we're all here clout chasing, man, farthest from it. I mean, I'm going to take content when I can, and I'd be a fool if I didn't. Take from this, take from that, and add to it, add my own 2 cents, of course, right? Aren't we all just trying to learn from each other and gather info and get better? I don't know, maybe. Trailblazing is very hard. You know, you can come up with your own discussions and topics from time to time. But when someone, you know, throws a slow softball right over the plate, you know, quote unquote, I'm going to hit it out of the park every damn time. So if someone's going to deliver fresh made content for me to put out, I'm going to take advantage of it. That's the whole purpose of YouTube and social media. You know, it's taking advantage of what the content is available and riding it as far as you can. If you're not into that, well, that's cool. Be a spectator. But for me, I'm on the other side of the fence, man. I've crossed that bridge, and it is what it is. Am I looking to be famous? No, could care less. Being famous doesn't make everybody happy. When you chase money, you chase success. In that realm, oftentimes you aren't happy. So I'm just go lucky with it, man. It's no big deal whether I make 2 pennies or $200. It doesn't change the outcome of my day. Some people like to say in the comment section, get a job. If you only knew how many hours I put in per week and what I do. Clearly you don't know me, but it's okay. I don't expect you to. So, you know, comment away and enjoy yourself. It really doesn't affect me. You know, all the other stuff, the degrading shit, I mean, it is what it is. You know, it's just a consequence of your own failure. You feel that you have to make fun of other people or point out their issues and try to get at them. It doesn't work, man. It works on little kids. But someone my age, man, that's been around and accomplished what I've done, that, you know, I don't need to show my trophy rack to make it, you know, that much more impressive for you, or have a, you know, schlong contest of who's bigger. Could really care less, like I said. But at the end of the day, it's the message that's important. And, you know, I have team members that on Chaos Nutrition that are out there every day motivating other people, helping them. And, you know, it all started with planting these small seeds, man, many years ago. And now we have people that are out there as ambassadors and athletes, you know, helping others, man, and giving them a voice that maybe they didn't have before, helping their platform move along. That's always been the goal, you know. And when I see it, I love it, man. And I really do. You know, it's just amazing to see. And, you know, hope spread the word, you know. So, you know, I don't want to see people out there, you know, hurting themselves or getting sick and all that stuff and taking extra this and extra that. But you kind of get my drift, right? Like, it's important to be positive. But, you know, things happen. We have to talk about it. So, it's the ugly side of what goes on in the world, and, you know, people abusing certain things, you know, and bad things happen, man. That's really the true nature of it. Bad things happen when we abuse ourselves and abuse those types of things. So, yeah, at the end of the day, know your limits. You know what you're capable of, know what you can handle. If you don't, you know, you're doing a good job by testing those limits, because you're going to find yourself in precarious situations, i.e. the hospital, or, you know, sick on your bed. But we've all been there, you know. I remember as a kid, man, I running around, you know, trying to chase cigarette butts. My uncle caught me, and he said, hey, you know, come on over here. And he taught me a valuable lesson. He made me hit, you know, the corncob pipe. Took a rip, got real sick, didn't know what the hell to expect. Went in the house, was, you know, completely white. My mom goes, what the hell's going on? And, you know, he basically told the story. And boy, I tell you, I learned my lesson. I never smoked another cigarette. Never tried to look for a butt. Never even cared. Because I remember that day, what I felt like when I took that caffeine, when I took that, you know, hit of nicotine, man, it was nasty. So never again. I didn't want it. Didn't want to pick it up. Didn't care for it. And that valuable lesson from my Uncle Charlie, man, that's awesome, right? That's how it was back in the day. Now it'd probably be deemed irresponsible behavior. He'd probably be chastised and raked over the coals. But you know what, man? It worked. It made a non-smoker out of me. And I watched a lot of my loved ones succumb to cancer due to smoking and other things, and, you know, not living a great life. So that being said, I know my family history. I know where I come from. And, you know, I just pushed the envelope a little further than they did. I mean, you're only given, you know, so many, you know, different steps in life. And all you can say is, I hope you do better than the generation previous to you. You know, you carry that torch a little farther than the last generation did. I'll tell you, man, I come from a family where, you know, it was gambling and partying and having a good time. And damn one of them went to a gym. physical fitness, what's that? That wasn't a time period where no one went to the gym. I can't remember seeing anyone back then, living in New York, growing up in an Italian family where, anyone went to the gym or anything healthy. So, things are learned lessons. I mean, you learn behaviors, and unless you, put a clamp on it and realize, hey, you know what? I don't want to be like that. I want to try to be better. That's what it's about. So, know your body, know your limits, and, try to get out there and be as positive and healthy as you can, man. Of course, there's limitations and there's issues like that, but, you try to, overcome them and adapt and overcome the best you can. We all got our issues, man. No one's perfect. If you find that perfect place, let me know, because I want to move there. You know what I'm saying? Out here's a struggle. We want to find that perfect spot, man. So do I. Let me know. Don't tell too many people, though, because I don't want it to be too crowded. You feel me? So I hope you're out there doing whatever it takes, man, to be successful. Hope you're out there staying ride or die for yours. Understand that you got to go through it to get to it. If it's too easy, probably want to question that. Hit up the website, guys, CASNutrition.com. Use code YouTube20. Save you 20%. Free shipping all day, every day in the continental U.S. And hope you're staying safe, man. Until next time, guys, I got to get up in here, get some work done. Hope you're doing the same. I'm Big Rob, and I'm out.